Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel, James Higgins Open World. What this is a channel update and a bit of fun as well. Right, my series Bargains of the Week on Monday will be at a brand new Aldi which is opened in Winsford in Cheshire. So I'll see what sort of bargains from that, see there. So it's a brand new Aldi store which opened yesterday. I think it was yesterday in Winsford, in Cheshire. So that Monday night's bargains of the week, I'll be coming from there, which will be great. So I'm looking forward to that. What else? Well, basically, cancel culture and woke again, as it rolls on with its idiotic crap. The only good thing I can say about woke is that it brings up a debate about racism, and I haven't got a racist bone in my body, as you know. But Kunta Kinte there was an African slave, so I'm not racist. But basically, cancel culture now I want to talk about. Well, a famous comedian, British UK comedian, Chubby Brown, Sheffield, are not letting him play in Sheffield. They're trying cancel culture, I would assume. They're trying to cancel him. Now that is wrong. There's a petition at the moment for people are signing, and it's growing to get him reinstated so he can play in Sheffield. Sheffield Council, let Chubby Brown play. It's quite simple. Chubby Brown's humour, I used to watch him, but I went off him. He's very vulgar. But one thing you should understand about Chubby Brown is, and I've watched interviews with him, is that in his shows he's very vulgar, and he tells all sorts of jokes, but people love him. He's played Blackpool countless times, sold out shows in Blackpool. People love Chubby Brown, but this is all this cancel culture, and woke. Cancel culture to me it reminds me a bit of Nazi. It's like something from the Nazis, really, in my opinion. I remember the Nazis, they had that book burning night, didn't they, where they burnt books and shit. These cancel culture people, they don't want you reading this book, or they don't want you reading that book. They don't want you doing this, you don't want you doing that. Who the hell do these people think they are? If you're over 18, you're a grown adult. If you're going to watch a comedy show, right, a live comedy show, you're going to hear some shit. If you don't want to hear it, don't go. Simply do not go and watch these people. But stop ruining it for other people who love these comedians. You don't like swearing, you don't like this, you don't like that. Don't go. It's that simple. I mean, this country's greatest comedian and stand-up, Billy Connolly, I'm a massive Billy Connolly fan. I saw him in Liverpool live, but he's sadly got Parkinson's now. I don't think he'll be here much longer. But I think the world of Billy. I think he's great. Massive thumbs up to Billy Connolly. He is a 10 out of 10 for a gold star comedian, in my opinion, and stand up. Massive thumbs up to Billy Connolly. But like he said, he used to get people complaining about him swearing, and he was saying that the majority of these people who complain, you don't come and watch his shows. They're all, the people sitting on their armchairs and what have you. Well, it's simple, isn't it? If you don't like Billy Connolly and he's on the telly, just 1 second. Yeah, like I said, if you don't like Billy Connolly or any other comedian and they're on the telly, it's simple, isn't it? That's the remote control. That is, it's the remote control. All you do, you change the channel. You don't even have to get off your chair. Stop ruining it for other people who like these comedians. If you don't like vulgar language and a bit of fun, this, that and the other, don't go. Stop trying to ruin comedy, because that's what they're after. Woke. They'd love to cancel comedy altogether in case it offends someone. Well, I mean, I'm 53. You're not going to go through life without being offended about something. It's like the Labour supporters get offended gets extremely offended at Conservatives. So Conservatives supporters get extremely offended at Labour. What are we going to do? Get rid of political parties? Who's going to run the country? Because people get offended. You can't go through life without being offended about something. It's just a fact of life. You know, these 20-odd-year-olds, they're so easily offended. And some of them, they troll the internet to find things you can be offended about. And go whining about it on Facebook, you know. Oh, we can't, oh, I didn't like that. Didn't like this. Grow up, for God's sake. Honestly. You know, if you don't like something, don't watch it. If you don't like a book, don't read it. You know. I mean, it's different if someone's racially abusing someone. That's disgusting, and it shouldn't be allowed. Cancel them motherfuckers. Cancel them. If they're racially abusing people, just because of the bloody colour of the skin, cancel them. You know, tell them you can't do that. But for jokes, like stereotypes, people do stereotype people. People caricature people. You know, that's some of the foundations of comedy. You know what I mean? It's just, honestly, I tell you, it's getting ridiculous. You know, it's like racism. I mean, I don't believe that this country is as racist as the Black Lives Matter movement would have you make out. Or America. But let's look at the facts. Was there, or was there not, a black president of the United States? Yes, there was. Barack Obama. Now that is the leader of the free world. So a black person has become a leader of the free world. In Barack Obama, he was president for two terms, because you can only do 2 terms in America. Well, there's black doctors, there's black police officers, there's black military personnel, there's black writers, there's black actors, there's black rap artists, black comedians, you know. So I'm sorry, it's not the 1950s, the 40s, 50s, or 60s, when they had segregation where you couldn't sit, like they did in America, where you couldn't sit with black people weren't allowed to sit with white people, and that was disgusting. You couldn't, you know, but that was what the whole civil rights movement was about. I'm sorry if I offend any of my viewers, because I love all my viewers, but I honestly don't believe that the country is as racist as some people would have you believe. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't see it. I'm sorry. You look at adverts now. You look at adverts. Some of the adverts today are so multicultural. It's, you know, it wasn't like that when I was growing up. I mean, I remember I used to watch Emmerdale or Emmerdale Farm, and virtually the whole cast was white. You know, you watch Emmerdale now, it's very multicultural. EastEnders very multicultural. I mean, I'm old enough, I'm 53, I still remember the first gay kiss on EastEnders, and the first lesbian kiss on Brookside. 20-odd-year-olds today live in a very more diverse and accepting culture than when I was growing up. You know, go and watch some of the old programmes like Love Thy Neighbour, Rising Damp, In Sickness and in Health, Mind Your Language and all that sort of stuff, and what have you. Or that film Blazing Saddles, you know, what have you. It was a different world, a different era. And I'm sorry, I just don't believe you should judge the past. This is another thing with me. I don't believe you should put today's morals on the past. Yeah, scrutinise it, talk about it, debate it, you know, and everything like that. I mean, some people even reckon, I've said this on my channel before, that Only Fools and Horses is racist. Rubbish. All this shite. Is it hell? Honestly, you know, or Peter Pan's racist, Dumbo's racist. It was a different era. You know, when was Dumbo done? What, in the 40s, I think? Something like that. A different era. You know. Unbelievable, I'm telling you. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, I would like to give a big shout out before I go to a comedian I've been watching lately called Aries Spears. He's a black comedian, an American. I think he was born in New Jersey or New York. And he's he's hilarious. The guy is so funny. So big thumbs up to Aries Spears. You should check his channel out. You should put Aries Spears live and watch him. He's amazing. He's on YouTube. He's just amazing. So funny. But he is very politically incorrect. What have you. But he's very, very funny. And he's a modern day He's been going for like 30 years. So he's got his stripes, you know what I mean? Very funny guy. I mean, I watched him last week or two. It was like a breath of fresh air. He was just amazing. But if you're easily offended and what have you, don't go and watch him. You wouldn't like it, you know. You're easily offended. But I like him. I think he's great. A black comedian, Aries Spears. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, that was a little channel update and catch up and a bit of fun. And a little moan about the woke stuff, which seems to be never ending these days. So have a great weekend. And if you can help someone, help them. That's what I say. And what have you. Be nice. It doesn't cost anything to be nice, you know. Be nice. Be nice to people. If someone's giving you that, mouthing off to you, be nice to them. You know, it will just get them even more upset. Don't let them wind you up. It's easier said than done. I know, and I do know. You know, but be nice. It's always better to be a nice person. I truly believe that, and what have you. So anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy your weekend, and thanks for watching. James Higgins' Open World. Get in there.